Hey people! Okay, I think I have to turn this out. Turn this off. Hey, my name is Serhat. I know you don't see me, but now you see me maybe. This is another pick a card reading. I'm back, also in English as well for the English speaking market. I'm back, I'm on alignment, I'm better than ever, wiser than ever. Let's get this. This video is about messages from your angels, your current energy plus your next steps. So let's see what the angels, your guardian angels, maybe even your ancestors, whatever higher power you believe in, what kind of messages they have for you. So you can pick in between pile 1, this is this green turquoise stone for the ground, for the root chakra. This is a black gray stone for the crown chakra. I don't know the name, sorry. This is another red stone for the root chakra, pile 3. And pile 4, a clear quartz crystal. So let's dig into this energy. I prepared also some notes, as always, sometimes. And my tarot cards for clarification if we need them. So let's start. I'm happy I'm back and this makes me so much more happier. Oh my god. And on Monday I've got my haircut for my editorial shooting in March. Life is so beautiful, people. Just keep going, just keep doing, persevere. Persevere, be diligent, and just keep doing, keep going. A lot of beautiful things are on your way to you. Welcome them, be ready, receive. Okay, enough preaching. Just starting with this reading. Welcome pile 1, this is your reading. My name is Serhat. Let's check your energy. Victory, reverse, 8 and 7. 15, no. 8 plus 7, 15, yes, 16. I think right now you're going through some challenges and you feel like you don't see your manifestations that you've been working on in your physical reality, like in your external world with your 2 eyes. And this makes you feel like this kind of confused in a way of, yo universe, I've been doing the work, where are my rewards? Where are my fruits? I've been doing and doing and doing and doing and doing. I want to see them now. This is kind of the energy right now for you, at least what you think or what you feel. Wow, but keep going, keep doing the change, because victory is reversed. You feel like you are not victorious, but door to value has opened. The challenges that you're going through are shaping you more for what you are actually welcoming. 1 plus 5. 1 new beginnings because of 15 victorious. 8 plus 7, 15. 1 new beginnings, 5 challenges. For 1 plus 5, 6. Invest more in what you're doing. Keep being persevere. You got this. Door to value has opened. This brings a lot of balance and new beginnings and being stability, your foundation. Then you can do with the money whatever you can do. Like invest more in yourself, in your purposes, in your service. And yeah, let's check the last card. Caring connections. Yes, I think also with relationships you have felt like kind of oh, no one is really valuing me the way that I want to be valued in relationships, if it's romantic, non-romantic. And this is going to change. You're going to meet new people, exactly the way of how you started to see yourself internally, and this is going to be reflected externally. So keep going. Your angels are here with you, and like literally you are on the right track. Just keep doing, keep persevering. Let's check the tarot cards. The lookout. Yes, I feel like you're sometimes so, with the 17 here, 1-7. I think you're experiencing right now the situation, this energy, because you just came from somewhere, from a place where you have put so much energy into someone else, and now you're reclaiming back all your power. That's why you are like in this isolating time, because in this time you can actually see the lesson from the previous relationships that you had to experience for whatever you are welcoming now. With the lookout, look, there's this guy on the ship, and this was a sign from my emails, and he literally is looking to another ship and doesn't realize that his own ship starts burning. You're someone, sometimes you lose yourself by other people because you're too much into their energy, into trying to save them, and then neglect yourself, putting them on a pedestal. It's okay. We all have been through that. This doesn't make you to a bad person or to a less valued person or whatever. It was just a lesson for you, so you can value yourself more and experience the store to value how it opens towards you in your reality. The Queen of Forces, yes. And you realize now the next steps is for you, like, reclaim back your power. You're doing great with isolating yourself. And if you haven't so far, then do that. Isolate yourself more, be more for you alone, and realize the past relationships that you have been through and what kind of lessons you can adapt from that to wisdom. With the Queen of Forces, the Sun and the Moon, it's like your feminine energy. You really start to see with the Sun your ego desires, what you want to create in this reality, what your ego wants, what desires you have. Plus your Moon, how to create them, how to tap into this creative energy, how to tap into your subconscious, and how to balance this both together. You know, like expressing yourself to the world, at the same time balancing out and being like on your own and recharging. The Scribe, yes, I feel like the next steps is really for you to take time for yourself, to take time out, to rebalance yourself with the 12. Like, write down. There's literally this guy in his masculine energy writing down things, reflecting with his feminine, and like understanding, okay, I experienced this and this and that, and I could take this and this lesson from it. Last card, the Muse, yes, and this is how, don't look for the Muse and inspiration externally. I mean, yes, when you get to know people and they inspire you, that's amazing, that's beautiful. This is like co-creation, right? But there's also, you are also someone who inspires others. Don't forget that. Your next step is to find and tap into your spirit again, to become inspired and do things so others get inspired again, because you're so full of vibrant, colorful energy. Embrace this, blossoming. I see 2 times 15 somehow. Let's check Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. What does angel number 1515 mean?
Here's a summary from the website trustedpsychicmediums.com. The angel number 1515 symbolizes the changes that you need to make to achieve your goals and make your dreams a reality. Your guardian angels want you to have a positive outlook and focus on the things that truly matter.
Look, your guardian angels want you to focus on the things that truly matters. Yourself, and being like in this inspiring action and enlightening the world with your powers. Beautiful. Oh my god, I love how synchronistic this reading is. I feel so passionate doing this, and I missed you so much, people. Okay, I feel goosebumps. Oh my god, angels, I feel you. Okay, look, for door to value. Now, caring connections and the Scribe. There's in between a note that came out. Let's check. Like being reflective towards your relationships. And the message is, get out of your comfort zone. I feel like also the next step for you is, for the some or the others, this is a general reading, maybe you reflected enough now. And it's time now to be your muse. And it's time now to show the world again who you are and what kind of light you can shine with. Within, and meet new caring connections, meet new people who actually see and value what you started to see and value within yourself. Door to value has got a note. Beautiful things here happening, people. Get yourself a goal and kiss this hot person tonight. Yes, you can totally do that. Like there are also some pirate messages, because I'm someone who's really like sexually, I just want to, I don't know, I think one of the reasons here why I'm on this planet and why I'm this way that I am is also to show people that being sexual and sensitive is nothing bad. We got conditioned about being sexual, and after marriage it's allowed to have sex or hook up. But you can do whatever you want to do with your body. Your body is your own property. And if you want to hook around because you want to enjoy this thing, as long as the intention behind this action, hooking around, intention, not filling a gap, not filling something within you that you can't fill within yourself and try to search it externally. More like you already full the way you are, and you just want to share this beautiful, intimate thing with another hot person that really fits to your beauty standards. This is totally okay. Be sexual, hook around, give yourself this goal, and get out of your comfort zone and kiss this person that you really like. Try to give them some vibes, send them some vibes. see, like, play around, you know, put the spell on them, like, not literally, not black magic or not blood magic or white magic. We are not in this area. We're working with angels and love and light. This is something else. This is something past Serhat version, going to the cemetery and trying to invoke spirits. This is another reality. This is from the past. This is gone. This is not here in this present moment. What I wanted to say with put a spell on them, like more this metaphor of, you know, twist them around your finger. If you're a girl or a guy, tap into your feminine energy and, you know, give some vibes and see what you receive back. Be a hunter, yet get chased by someone. Amazing. Victory got also a note. Get laid tonight, embrace your sexuality. Yes, if you felt like the last momentum in your current reality that you are kind of a wreck when it comes to sexuality or sex life, you're not. You're a really hot person and you're super beautiful. Go ahead, show the world how beautiful you shine with your light and get a little bit sexual with people. Go to a bar, drink your gin tonic or whatever you prefer and just sit there, not on the phone. Just sit in a bar, stare into nothing, just like embrace this vibe of I welcome someone hot now. Think this and speak it out into your reality and you're going to attract someone hot. And you're going to have a really interesting, nice night if you're actually going this direction. And if not, you don't have to, but you know, just like to empower the one or the other who listens to this right now and who really is feeling desperate in sexuality, you don't have to. You are super hot, hook around and love yourself unconditionally. Just saying. And between the Lookout and the Queen of Forces came also a note. Money is on its way to you, welcome it, hold on. Beautiful. Beautiful. I feel like also maybe in way of comparing yourself, how much your ship is burning towards other people's ship, or comparing yourself how much other people have and see then your ship and be like, oh, I'm burning, my ship is on fire and other ships look so luxury and I don't know how to create this for myself. Don't be afraid, money's on its way to you. And I was also talking about daughter value. This is a beautiful synchronicity. So thank you so much, pile 1. This was your reading. Let me know in the comments what kind of future readings you would want to have. These are your next steps, and I think and I hope it enlightened you a little bit in your momentum right now. So this is Serhat talking to another timeline reality right now, and I just saw an angel orb. Nice. Okay, let's continue with the second pile. Hello, pile number 2. This is Serhat. This is your reading. You picked this stone for the crown chakra. I don't know the name of the stone, but let's check your current energies. This is the second card. This is the first card, the third card, the fourth card. Hostilities, kind of in your masculine energy. I just hear burnout. I just hear like too much doing, too much putting things into action, not even understanding that you have to still wear your helmet and take care for yourself. This kind of vibe. Taking a lot of decisions, putting things a lot into action, being too organized, being too structured, thinking too much ahead, being also a little bit worried, a little bit of imbalanced masculine energy. We all have been through that. We all know what this kind of energy is. Don't be afraid, don't be worried, you're going to get through that. Let's check more your energies. I see also the 2 and the 6, have more faith and invest more into nurturing, loving yourself. 2 is also the feminine number. 2 is also the number of nurturing, feminine energy, faith, love. Yeah, and 6 is the number to invest. 6 plus 2 is also 8. Invest more into your feminine energy so you can rebalance your masculine. Adjustment possibilities, yeah, because you're too structured and you're too looking ahead and planning ahead. You don't see the connecting dots within the doors. You don't see the bigger picture, because when we are too much in our masculine energy and the divine energy within ourselves are like imbalanced, then we are not in tune with our spirit. Means we are not really fully intuitive the way we are possibly can be. Means we don't see the bigger picture, we don't feel the bigger picture, we cannot follow fully our inner voice and inner guidance system, since we are too much in doing and burning out and not really seeing even if it's a small opportunity, maybe you got a job proposal from someone and he said, I will pay you 20 euros or something. Just, you know, just an example. Person A comes to you, wants to get into your service and wants to book you. They offer you 20 euros and you're like so in your masculine energy and you're like, no, I'm thinking too much ahead, I value myself more, I deserve more, blah blah blah, and you're totally not reflecting, you're totally not being intuitive, you're totally not seeing the past versions of you where you would love to have had someone that would pay 20 euros for your service. And due to that, you don't, maybe this person who would pay you 20 euros has a connection to someone that sees your service due to how you put the service into action with this person, really loves your service, and then would be like, oh my god, I have so much more money than this person, 100 euros or something, whatever, you know, like a bigger budget, and then they write you, and you be like, hey, I did this for 20 euros to this person, blah blah blah, but for you I would do this for this and this price, what do you think, do you want to compromise? However, but if you haven't had been in the first place giving your service to this person with the 20 euros, then you would have not get to this situation, to this reality, to this adjacent possibility, to this other door that is connected to the first door that would give you even more money. You know what I want to say? Sometimes you're too caught up into our overactive masculine energy that our feminine energy gets, the voice becomes smaller, the attention, our focus to this inner voice, and then we are too much into this whole, thinking ahead, planning ahead, being too structured, being worried, etc. And we miss these opportunities. Don't be afraid. Just like to give you a bigger picture of what is going on with you energetically. The third card, Archangel Michael is here with us. Thank you, Archangel Michael. We appreciate your reverse. Yes, I was saying, being worried, because it's the root chakra. If the root chakra is imbalanced, then it's the archetype of mother, nurturing. Nurture yourself more, pile 2. Nurture yourself more and bring you more stability. Also recognize in your energy center, I just hit on your table, maybe there's some people who actually make you feel unstable, not being safe, not feeling safe, because you're too much giving to them, you're nurturing too much them and less yourself. Archangel Michael is here really like saying, don't be afraid, you're safe and you're on the right path. Just try to rebalance your divine energies and nurture yourself more. Be your own mother, cook your own food, invite yourself to something, treat yourself, take a bath, go to the whirlpool in your gym or to the swimming pool somewhere or to a massage and really let yourself get treated. Rest and regeneration, I was talking about that, right? Beautiful. This is actually also your next step. Rest and regenerate so you can, with the 1 and the 9, have some new beginnings. Okay, I have 5 tarot cards for you. Views of the ego, yes. Like too much into the planning ahead too much with your ego. I think also the ego is kind of, you know, our ego is our consciousness. And 4 of Roses. 4 of Roses is also, you're like so much in between your head, have these different voices. And in combination with feeling not safe, it's like the wounded parts of the ego. Because the ego is like more the, if you have a computer, your physical body is the computer itself. The program, your consciousness is your ego. And your, this is your program, this is your ego, right? Computer example, Serhat puts a disk, the consciousness, the brain of the computer, the IR, the artificial AI, the artificial intelligence. And it's called Serhat, the program, put it into the computer. With the subconscious also, with the subconscious mind, because it's connected to the ego. But since we're not feeling stable and there's this kind of virus in our computer, in our consciousness, or like in our hard drive, there's this whole feeling of not really fully processing things. More processing things in a way of the negative side, the disconnecting side. Also with that means like With the views of the Virgo, you see a lot of different situations that maybe are possible, but more in a disconnecting way that make you feel even more insecure, even more unstable, even more not safe. Two of Forces. The Willow, I feel like also there's some grief here that you have to do. Two of Forces is also like feminine, again, two. Forces is just like, I feel like you have to go to a river, next to a water, or Google water meditations, raindrop meditations, and literally start grieving because there's something you are still holding on to energetically that is somehow also pulling you back and makes you feel unstable. Again, I feel like there's some people at your table that not really make you feel safe, and you have to spot the energy that make you feel this way and release them, or release them for yourself. Speak for yourself the truth. Yeah, I feel like you are flourished in regards to some certain relationships, but you're still holding on to them so aggressively with the masculine energy, yet you're still like confused, insecure, and really like, is this really the right thing? Is this the right decision? Really seeing everything from different perspectives, like literally being in front of the mirror like this person and seeing all the possible realities that make you feel drained, that make you feel even worse. Winged Messengers, again, Two of Roses, 22. Wait. I feel like you're going to, before I start asking for angel numbers, I feel like you're going to receive a lot of angelic messages, even finding feathers. Spot, like whenever you go somewhere, whenever you walk somewhere, I just hear white feather, green feather. Look on the streets, or just like be open for the messages, and whenever you see feather, recognize the color and Google it and see the meaning if it resonates with your energy. Yeah, I just saw a vision that you're going to find a pointed feather, like black, white with points on it. Means change is coming in my reality, at least. You have to define yourself or see the definition on Google and see if it's resonating with you or not. The Queen of Roses, yes, again, a lot of feminine energy, cups energy, emotions, owning your emotions, reflecting your emotions, nurturing yourself, a lot of red colors. Wishes fulfilled, 5 of Keys. Okay, firstly, I see the angel number 22. Hey Google, what does angel number 22 mean? Listen.
On the website thesecretofthetarot.com, they say, angel number 22 is a sign from your angels that you are on the verge of attaining spiritual wisdom of the highest order, and that you are called to share with the entire world. This angel number is a powerful confirmation from your angels of the power of your inner divinity.
Wow. Maybe you even feel like you're going through an ascension, kind of like expanding your consciousness, your spirituality. That's why Winged Messengers, Queen of Roses, and this really helps you to understand fully how to feel abundant, how to create abundance with 5 of Keys, wishes fulfilled. This is also like tapping more into this energy of being a master manifester, understanding how can I manifest and co-create, and understanding this is something internally that happens within you, and then you see it externally as a reflection towards yourself, as a validation for your inner work. Let's check for some messages. Yo, a lot of messages, okay. Let's check between rest and regeneration, wishes fulfilled. Back to alignment, yes. Tap more into your inner self, shut down your mind. It will help you to become back to alignment in your path and your routine. Queen of Roses has a message. Get out of your comfort zone, okay. Between the Willow and the Winged Messenger, speak your sacred truth. I was talking about it, right guys? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I see like also maybe you come from a relationship because this table here is empty. There's no one sitting there, and there are two seats. Syncs. You're going to experience a lot of synchronizations. Feathers. Meet someone new even that fills the empty spot at the chair that is on your table. April, Aries season. Aries is also the zodiac sign with the archetype I am, ruled by Mars. Assertive energy, masculine energy, putting things into action, less compassionate, lacking compassion, but yeah, I feel like maybe you're even in Aries, doing and burning out. Stop that, take a break, nurture, care for yourself. the views of the ego. Balance yourself with your relationships more. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You're an amazing person, Archangel Michael says this. And this card also looks at me. This was in the box. Set yourself a goal and kiss this hot person tonight. This was also in pile number 1. Yeah. Beautiful messages. I don't know, just take what resonates, please. And I will continue with the next one. I hope I could help you a little bit more with the next steps in your current energy. Thank you so much. My name is Serhat. You can follow me on Instagram, Serhat Matthews, for seeing my modeling journey and my diet and my routine, as well as Serhat's channel for receiving daily messages and weekly zodiac readings. Thank you so much. Bye. Hey, pile number 3. You picked this red stone. Welcome to your reading. Let's dig into your energies. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. 6 and 3, 9. I feel like you're kind of, because sacral chakra is for creativity, for your sexual energy. Maybe you were giving away too much of that. Maybe you were pleasing other people a lot right now, and you realize that. Because if the second chakra, the sacral chakra, is imbalanced, then it's the archetype of martyr. Sacrificing yourself, surrendering yourself to others, even though you feel a clear no, to say no towards people and circumstances. You feel like this whole, like, I have to give them myself, I have to give myself to them, I have to surrender, I have to do, and you know, don't do that, stop that. And I think you became aware of this. With the 9 and the 3, 12, new beginnings and having more faith in yourself and believing more in yourself that you can say no and they will still like you because you're authentic and honest towards them. I have been there as well, pleasing other people, because I don't know, sometimes we're afraid, it's so challenging to say no. Maybe we hurt other people by saying an honest no, but you know, I'd rather say an honest no in a compassionate way, in a loving way, than being like a fake yes and giving myself and ripping myself apart so other people can feel loved. No, this is not friendship. This is not what friendship is all about, you know, or romantic relationships. It's all about taking responsibility for your well-being, yet understanding the needs and the wants within each other's. And if you don't know that, communicate, and then trying to be compassionate, yet putting yourself first, yet loving the other person with the needs and the wants they communicated towards you. It's a lot of things, and putting everything together is work, is inner work, is hard work, challenging, but it's the best way, you know, because the other way will not work. If we don't know the needs and the wants of the other persons, then we don't know how to give them, how to give them back. And if we don't know our own self-worth and our own value, and it's okay to say no, then we're just going to rip ourselves apart and sacrifice a lot and surrender a lot to other people in these relationships, and it's not going to be healthy, and the end result is like almost every time just like broken relationships or broken friendships, at least in my experience. Unless someone actually speaks up and they're like working. Also, Daughter Spirit has opened. Archangel Ariel is here with you, and she says a lot. Let's ask Google. Hey Google, what is Archangel Ariel standing for?
On the website thesecretofthetarot.com, they say, Archangel Ariel can assist us in environmental causes, like cleaning up environmental disasters and protecting and healing sick or injured animals.
Wow. I think you're also someone who's like having a lot of an open heart towards animals. There's a bird. Daughter Spirit has opened to you. I feel like with feeling like ripping yourself apart, you're right now in this energy where you're kind of understanding a lot and trying to rebalance yourself a lot and prayed a lot to the universe, to a higher power, and you're going, like, your prayers are heard and you're going to receive answers. The answers are already on its way to you. Welcome them, be open, be receptive. Let's check for the tarot cards here. Reflection, 1-9, new beginnings. I see the moon, I see a ship, I see a lot of water, I see a lot of emotions, Empress energy. Being vulnerable, being transparent, also seeing yourself in other relationships. Because what we see in other people, in relationships in general, is something that we have had inside ourselves in a past version, maybe in another timeline, or maybe in our present moment. When I see some bad behaviors or some bad actions in other people, and it triggers me, and I hold on to the bad side, then it actually triggers me because I see myself within them, and maybe a past version Serhat that has done the same, or a Serhat in the present moment that has done the same to another person, or Serhat in another timeline reality that is capable of doing the same, you know? And you realize a lot within these relationships that you have been going through. Also, maybe the next steps for you is reflect more. Reflect more why you have put yourself into the situation of surrendering yourself and matching yourself to other people, towards other people, to fill their cup. The Queen of Swords, reflection and feminine energies, being reflective, intuitive, and expressive. Express your thoughts and really see through and write it down. Try to understand the lessons that you learn from these relationships. In regards with the second chakra, do some research about the sacral chakra, maybe even sexually, giving a lot of yourself, and then not have had enough time to create your own projects. Because also 8 of Roses, Sangha community, because people say when we're like sexually super active, I don't know, it's just like what I hear, and at the end of the day, it's in your hands, it's in your power if you're like letting yourself losing your power by hearing and listening to other people and their experience with being super sexual, yet not really being creative, losing the energy in being creator. It's up to you and the intention behind being sexual. I don't know, I have momentum where I can do many times certain things, and yet still I can work on creating my videos, yet still I can work on journaling, yet still I can, it's all about balancing out. I don't know, for real, when I, for example, not do intermittent fasting, and I eat a lot of food and become sexual, then I'm like, okay, I'm done, I can't do anything. But when I'm doing intermittent fasting and I'm so in tune with my spirit and sexually super active, then I'm just like, I can't wait to film this video, guys, this kind of vibe. However, it's all about balancing out. If you do a lot of this thing, of thing A, then reduce thing B, or maximize thing C. It's all about balancing out, again. Sangha community, 8 of Roses. I feel like within your community you started to realize a lot of things, as I said, like friendship, relationships, where you were giving a lot, where you were maybe even not receiving a lot, because you put yourself into the situation and the people don't really realize, they're not really conscious about you putting yourself into this mature thing. They think this is some characteristics of yours, and I have been there too, and literally I started communicating my needs and wants towards certain relationships in my life. Some end well, some end not well, but for me it's a clear answer who I'm known to let sit on my table and whom not. And it's amazing. I have more time to focus on myself, and the people that I honor and love and give pleasure at my table, they receive it and they give me back, because I sit at their table. You know what I mean? This is something that you can realize for yourself, reflecting what are my needs and my wants, and what do I really want in relationships, and what do I really need, and then getting there step by step. The master artisan, yeah, and then you're going to become someone with 8 of Keys that becomes so full of wisdom and sees maybe in future relationships, in another timeline, right now, you're going to be someone who talks to someone else that is going through the same thing that you're going through right now, and you're going to be like, yo, I hear you, I have been there too, it is okay. let me explain you, let me be transparent what I learned from this lesson and how I adapted to my wisdom now kind of vibe, you know? Because we all experience the same shit. We all experience the same thing. We are all connected. If I see something bad in you, it's the reflection of myself being bad in the past, in another timeline, or even right now to another person. If I'm mad at someone because they're ghosting me, honey, and I see them, oh, they're bad because they're ghosting, and then I realize, yo, wait, Serhat, you actually been ghosting this person ABC as well. So who am I to be the judge? Let's spread more mercy and let go of the people who are not in alignment with our vibrational energy in this present moment, because it's okay, right? The Akashic field, yeah, tap into your own radio station, understand again being vibrant and colorful, and everything is connected. When you see the Akashic field, your beautiful, radiant, colorful energies, this is something within you, and this is something that you're going to tap again after reflection, after realizing, after adapting the wisdom. Beautiful, 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 and the ascent, and you're going to ascend. It's going to be a challenging way, but you're going to climb this mountain and realize what you actually have been through the last weeks, months, years, days, hours, minutes, and see how you made it. This is the energy that you are tapping into. Right now, you already tapped into that in another timeline, because we're all connected. Even like this reality right now. Maybe you see this video, and today is the 28th of February, 2020. Maybe you see this 2021 and the 1st of March. Kind of, you know? Beautiful. Is it raining? I don't know what this kind of noise is, but it sounds like raining. However, let's check for some notes. Okay. There is a note for clear quartz, but I will give you as well, like for the fourth pile. Maybe you can continue watching the fourth pile if you see a connection. But let's check. Daughter Spirit has some messages to you in combination to your community thing. Your presence enlightens every room and table. Yes, don't forget that. Spirit is giving you a beautiful message right now. You're such a colorful, radiant person. Sagittarius, maybe even a Sagittarius sign. Sagittarius is also the wounded healer archetype. I see things, I go for them. Fire sign. Set yourself a goal and kiss this person tonight, this hot person, because they like you back. And combination to community. Beginning of the next week, maybe you're going to even find a community that sees your whole beauty in all kind of perspectives, and where you're going to fully enlighten their table in their room, because it's a beautiful synchronistic. There's a table with people. Your presence enlightens every room and table. Yes, you're going to meet new beautiful people. The master artisan, between community and master artisan. Old soul, full of wisdom, speak about your experience. I was literally talking about this people. And this is the first time this note came out in those piles. So this is a beautiful synchronistic. I'm so happy for you. You're such an old, beautiful soul. Accept that. Stop measuring yourself towards other people and giving away your whole power. Let them inside of you, this whole power, this creation power, and create, inspire, and meet people who actually see this in you and sit at their table because they appreciate you so much with your wisdom, your experience, your lessons, everything, your whole being. Get out of your comfort zone. Yes, meet people, they're waiting for you. And another message, after the ascent, this is something in the near future, in the far future, whatever you want to say, time doesn't exist. You have a beautiful, vibrant energy. I was literally talking about it, yes. Maybe you're even a Capricorn, I just hit Capricorn, I don't know. Ask them on a date, you got this. Okay, this is also for clear quartz. If you're like maybe having something with a person that you really like, because like kiss this hot person, ask them for a date, get out of your comfort zone. Clear quartz maybe has some messages for you. Just saying, honey, bro. Thank you so much for this reading. You can follow me on Instagram at Serhat Matthews for my modeling career, my routines like intermittent fasting, gym, whatever, as well as Serhat's channel for daily guided messages with tarot and oracle cards and weekly zodiac updates. I appreciate you, I love you, and have a beautiful, beautiful week and season and whatever timeline you are right now, right? Have a beautiful momentum. Bye. Quick check if it's still filming, lol. Yes, amazing, wow. Hey, pile 4, clear quartz, and even people from pile 3 if you started continuing watching. Thank you so much for being here. Let's check your energies. Community reverse. Yes, this was also about pile 3. So pile 4, if you were in between pile 3 and pile 4, maybe check also pile 3 for some guided messages from your angels. Community 7, I feel like right now you cut some friends from your table, some friendships, and you're like in this isolation time, understanding more who is really worthy to sit at your table and who not. Kind of who makes you feel worthy to sit at your table and who doesn't. Envy, because there was you felt a lot of rejection, a lot of people, you were spreading news about your life, and you need people around your table who clap for you, kind of vibe, who motivate you even more, who say, wow, well done, who are like really supportive as friends or romantic partners or family members, and you experience the opposite, kind of, and that's why you were like, like, you know, if you have people around your table and they don't really like make you feel like as if they were super happy for your success when you share it with them, I'm just telling you, reconsider if they're really your friends or not. Think about it. Try to get back to the past momentum and see if they're like really supporting you the way you support them, because you're someone, when they share with you some bomb.com news, you're like clapping, you're like motivating, you're like giving so much energy towards them. But do you receive back though? Do you receive back? For real, like ask you this question, pause this video, and if you got triggered and started to think about at least one person, at least one name, this is your intuition. And your intuition is giving you some bomb.com messages about some certain people at your table. Ask yourself though. Ask yourself, for real, for real. Man holding a heart reverse, yes, a lot of not feeling valued, a lot of like not receiving back, like not in a way of, because you know, I had this one thing where I talked about with a friend about needs and wants, and how grateful I was for the lessons that I learned through this relationship, because it was my responsibility. I put myself into these situations, and I literally said I'm super grateful because, you know, like I put myself into the situation where I was giving a lot to you, but now I realized I didn't even receive back, and this is not something that I need, and this is not something that I want. I want to work on healthier boundaries. Yeah, and then it was like all about, but this is a condition, this is not unconditional love, yada yada yada. And I was literally thinking about it, and you know, it's right about unconditional love and trying to love people unconditionally, and if they give you things, then you can receive them, but you don't have to give them back. But I think you have to love people unconditionally in a compassionate way. And then I was thinking, okay, Serhat, what does compassion actually means? And then I realized, you know, being compassionate means having a highly emotional intelligence, a high emotional intelligence. Means if you have people around your table and they have a certain love language towards you, and show it to you, let it experience you, or you have a certain love language towards them, then being unconditional loving and compassionate together means loving a person so much unconditionally and understanding their love language with your compassion, with your emotional intelligence, and seeing, okay, this person gave me this and this and this and this, and materialistic and energetic and loving and whatever. How can I make this person happy in a way of how they made me happy, how they filled their my cup? And this is all about being compassionate. This is all about being highly emotionally intelligent. By understanding I love someone so much unconditionally and they give me so much love in so many variations, I want to give them something back in their love language. And this is the key. And if you have people and you try to let them understand your way of thinking and your needs and your wants, and they come with expectations or whatever, you know what an expectation would be, people? If you would not communicate your needs and your wants. Because then it is something inside of you and the person never heard that you need and want this in this relationship, romantic or non-romantic. Means if you would have never communicated your needs and your wants, then it would be an expectation of yours from your side to expect that the person gives back in your love language. Kind of. Do you get what I mean though? This is what I try to make you become aware of. And I'm so grateful for these lessons where I experienced these friendships, these connections, where exactly I got taught this and I received the downloads and understood, okay, loving someone unconditionally, but yet being compassionate. And what does compassion means? All these, one thing leads to other, the other to the other. That's why I'm super grateful. No matter how much someone hurt me in relationships, they just make me more aware of who I am and what I want and what I need. That's why I'm super grateful. And I just release everyone who is not making me feel heard and who's not on a vibrational match with what I spread. Why should I invest energetically, lovingly, supportingly, materialistically into someone who is not vibrating in the light that I desire to vibrate and that I work to vibrate? You know what I mean though? Why should I invest into someone's karma that is not in alignment with the karma that I want to create for myself? And this is the key. Understanding who is what do I really need and want in my life at my table, and who fits into this vibration and who doesn't. Communicating to them, and if they see your message and if they're wanting to grow with you, because this is about relationships, growing together, communicating, then it's amazing, it's beautiful. But if they don't want to, then it's okay. They're not bad people. They're just playing their part, co-creating you to your better version. And this is it. I'm so enlightened with this message, and I'm so happy to be able and grateful to be able to spread this with my light. And I hope this is something that you realize now as well, if you haven't so far. Because you're an enlightened person and you have a unique, beautiful love language. And if you don't receive it back, try to communicate that and be in a graceful way. I'm super grateful because you make me realize this is something I need and want, and I take responsibility and I can heal on my own because I put myself into the situations, but I just want to let you know this is what I need and what I want. And if they react in a way that makes you feel low and not understand, then you know your answer. Let's check some tarot. The waterfall, a lot of flowing, a lot of movement, a lot of change, a lot of investing into yourself. I feel with the waterfall, when I look at it, a lot of letting go, a lot of luggage, just as if you were wearing a lot of things, packages, a lot of suitcases, carrying them around, and you came to a point, you're just no. This kind of vibe. Not really playing this part anymore of this person that you used to play, especially towards the persons that are not understanding in a compassionate way your love language and not giving back. Just saying, invest more into who is actually giving back and in yourself. First steps, water meditations, flowing, let go, release. There's so much in you that you have to let go. Balance it out. A lot of movement, a lot of balancing, a lot of also, whenever I see Libra scale and it's about relationships, I literally use this whole thing of try to see this person, visualizing with my third eye, because I'm an imaginative person, and then I see Libra scale and then I see all the things that I gave to this person, not in a bad way, not in a judgmental way, just as a fact, energetically, my whole love language in a package, and seeing and really thinking about what this person gave back, and then trying to see the Libra scale and balancing out for yourself, and then you have your answer, and then you can write down your needs and your wants and talk to this person. And if they're not reacting in a supportive way, in a way that makes you feel heard, makes you feel seen, makes you feel like they want to work with you on that, then goodbye. The journey, yes, 7 of Roses, a lot of 7-7. Going definitely on a journey, maybe even traveling around, maybe even moving away, maybe even, like seeing through the illusions. With 7 is also always like isolating yourself and seeing through things that make you feel confused. And Roses is the sign for Cups. So seeing through the illusions and understanding, again with the Libra scale, what did I give to this person and what did I receive back? This is your next steps, pile 4. Let's check for some messages. And then you will realize a lot, honestly, because you're a person, you hold on to the light towards the people, and it makes you like, sometimes you feel bad for the people to speak your truth and stand in your truth because you're afraid to hurt them, even though it's your right to speak up and it's important. I hear you, I feel you. 7 of Roses message. Cancer, yeah. Someone who feels a lot, someone who's super sensitive, someone who's super nurturing, caring, giving. I hear you. 4488, angel number. Hey Google, what does 4488 mean, angel number?
On the website numeroscope.net, they say, angel number 4488 meaning. The message, encoded in number 4488, relates to the field of relationships and money and says that positive changes in the material aspect will be an extra confirmation that you have made the right choice of a life partner.
Yes, and do you want to know another wisdom that Serhat gained? When I released one of the last persons that I had to release and where my intuition went crazy since last year, thankfully Mercury retrograde, because everything happened again. Since then, I experienced blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. Financially, dating life, upgrades after upgrades after upgrades. And I'm telling you people, from all of my heart, if you release a person and after that you experience blessing after blessing, then you definitely did the right decision. Just saying. Nurture and love yourself a bit more. Yes, Cancer, because you have been putting a lot of nurturing and love to other people who didn't give back. Speak your sacred truth. I was talking about that. Envy has a lot of messages though. Sync. What in sync? End of the month. Yes, understanding fully. I think like receiving the last downloads, flashbacks, triggers, whatever. Pisces. Interesting. March Pisces season. Seeing through the illusion. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Maybe you've dealt with a Pisces and you're a Cancer. I don't know. Super interesting. Pisces, Neptune. Neptune is the planet of illusion. Maybe you have dealt with, maybe you're dealing with people who make you feel they're loving you unconditionally, but their actions doesn't really match this vibration. And yeah, you know your answer. Community has some messages, and you will receive a lot of things at the end of the month that you are actually doing the right thing. Your presence enlightens every room and table. Beautiful. Take that, like for real. Don't feel not worthy because someone like of these people who are not making you feel worthy are making you feel this way. Tap into your own power and reclaim back your power. Trust me, when you leave their life, then they will realize the most especially if you reclaim back your power, then they realize the most what kind of influence you had on their life. Not in a bad way, not in a judgmental way, not making them bad or something, not pointing up with the finger, just like as a fact. As a fact. How you start realizing more blessings after blessings, how you start realizing more blessings after you release them, they will realize more like blessings after blessings, because source doesn't know good blessing or bad blessing. Source just only know vibration. And if you were someone who gave a lot of vibration and energy to these people, then you received, of course, with you a lot of beautiful blessings. But if you're gone, then they will receive kind of other blessings in their life. We would see them from our ego more as a downgrade, not an upgrade. But from source eyes, from universal eyes, it's more a blessing. Just saying. Get yourself a shot. Allow yourself to have more fun. Beautiful message. And this is so true. Don't of course, take some time out, recharge, nurture yourself more. But you can nurture yourself more if you do like the things that you like to do with the tools that you have. And if it's like going out on your own and meeting new people and getting out of your comfort zone and like being for yourself and giving yourself a drink out, beautiful. Like, you don't have to go crazy and be drunk AF and lay on the streets and try to grieve for this person. No, you can be like this fancy person. You can be like this fancy person that takes themselves out for a gin tonic, which is I would do. I went on Valentine's Day alone to the cinema, and it was the most beautiful night in my life, because Spirit led me to a casino on my way home. And I went to the casino and made from 5 or 10 euros, because it was my first time in a casino. I was really like having a beautiful outfit. And I went to the casino and I had 10 euros and I was like, I've never been in my life to a casino. I look fancy AF. I want to go there now and see what happens. And I played games and I was like on my own and just like observing people, and I made 25 euros, but then I lost all the money because my ego took control over me. But just like the experience, investing 10 euro experience into myself, not into other people that are not giving back, into myself, going to the cinema and investing into myself. The ticket, by the way, in the cinema, I paid 7 euros 70, 7. And this is also a number that I've been kept seeing during this whole thing where I released a close friend of mine, for example. Just to let you know, like from my experience, being transparent, like I'm not Jesus Christ. I ghost people as well. I do shit as well. I have also some narcissistic attributes as well. I'm working on myself as much as anyone else here in the spiritual journey. I'm not Jesus Christ, but I am someone who has experience and who wants to shine with his light and tries to make other people conscious about their experience and their bigger picture, because I have been through that. Maybe the same thing as you've been through, at least the same emotion, and the momentum that you have experienced, that you're experiencing, is as unique as the momentum that I experience. You get me? Whew. Beautiful last messages. And the casino was super nice. Like investing 10 euros into myself and having this beautiful experience. I was gone till 3 in the morning or something. It was so beautiful. Get out of your comfort zone. Yes, I was talking about that. January, Capricorn. Okay, this is super interesting. Wow. Yeah. Capricorn, I utilize. Cancer, I feel. Pisces, I believe. Yeah, feel yourself. Grieve, allow to grieve. Use the tools that you have to grieve, or to put more energy into you, to love you and nurture you more. And start to believe again in yourself, and there are people who are waiting for your presence at their table, because you enlighten every room and every table, and you're a beautiful person. Thank you so much for this reading. You can follow me on Instagram, Serhat Matthews, for my modeling career, my routines, whatever, like 3D, reality, and for 5D is like Serhat's channel for daily guided messages, as well as weekly zodiac readings and whatever you want to, right? Drop down in the comments what kind of future readings you would love to hear. But this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. You're an amazing person. All the love to you. Bye.